Hey everyone, this is Mike, and I'm here with Isaac.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, and there's a big shakeup at Microsoft right now. More specifically, the whole Xbox brand, because Phil Spencer, at the time of this recording, is retiring, and I believe, this is the day that he's actually leaving the company for good.
Well, he's stepping down.
Oh, he's
He's stepping down from his position.
oh,
He's not leaving the company.
okay.
Um, uh, Basically, like you said, with the major shape up that's going on in Xbox, actually, it was announced over the weekend that Phil Spencer will be stepping down from his vice president CEO of Xbox. He's been with the company for 38 years. Been with Microsoft company for 12, but 38 years overall for Microsoft. Now, basically, from the stories that I'm hearing, he will be on for the summer as a supporting role to help out with the transition. Other big news that was broken, and I believe this was also broken down on IGN. I think IGN was the exclusive to break this down over the weekend. Also, that's stepping down is Sarah Bond. That was basically the person that everybody thought was going to be the person to exceed Spencer once he was done retiring. Clearly, that's not the case. She's also stepping away from the company CEO, which basically now opens up the new executive of Matt Booty taking over her spot as CEO, and the new person that'll be taking over as vice president and CEO of Microsoft will be Asha Sharma. I believe that's how the name is pronounced. She'll be taking over that spot. And apparently, that she has been leading Microsoft's core AI division, product division for a while, and be centered into that spot for Xbox moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people love to hype up Phil Spencer a lot, saying that he is the guy that was going to, save the Xbox brand. And I mean, as a person who's not the biggest fan of the Xbox brand, I honestly couldn't tell you what he's actually done for the brand. But I mean, a lot of people speak mostly favorably about him. So seeing him leave, I know some YouTubers that I do watch said that basically Xbox brand is basically dead at this point with his exit. And I, 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 I again, I can't really say whether or not that's really the case, but
Well, he's played some very key roles. And again, he was pretty much there once the birth of Xbox in existence. With the help of Xbox Live, he played one of the key acquisitions in the current Activision acquisition, the $68 billion buyout, and he also was one of the players of really executing Xbox Game Pass. So, as long as also playing a big deal in trying to get all other company acquisitions onto the Xbox brand. So he's played a very important role in Xbox development and history at the moment. But I guess with everything that's currently happening with the space and where Microsoft wants to achieve, again, everything unfortunately is centered around the race for artificial intelligence and how they can position themselves. And it seems like in terms of the shareholders and everybody at Microsoft, it seems like they just want to make sure that everything is aligned in that goal to make sure that they're in the best position when AI becomes the thing right now. You know,
mhm.
they want to be in the race for that. So it seems like that's everything right now. The moment is trying to sit down and line up with that mode. And if you're gonna go by based on that, based on Phil Spencer, who has a traditional style of gaming and it doesn't seem to correctly line up with what Microsoft is trying to do right now at the moment.
I mean, it's just like,
It's a shift in just policy and Microsoft
yeah,
policy and
it's
stuff
just
at the
like,
moment.
and it's like a shift that I don't think the company really needs right now. I just think if you want to, obviously go for the AI stuff, like, obviously I can't tell them not to. Every company is going to jump in that hole regardless if it kills their company or not. But
Well, I mean, if you're Microsoft and Google and Amazon, yes, you're hemorrhaging money right now trying to chase it, but at the moment you're out of all the companies, you're probably
Mm.
one of the more better positions versus OpenAI right now, which is struggling right now between the circle, the cannibalistic circle position that they put themselves in over the years. So over these last couple of years, and trying to
Yeah.
be profitable.
And what is the deal with this Sharma like woman? Like, I honestly, to be honest, I've never heard of her name before.
Well, yeah, I think that's a lot of the situation. So this is the information I'm able to dig up. Again, she's going to become she has been appointed executive vice president and CEO of Microsoft Gaming. Effectively, she has been the lead in Microsoft's core AI production division and brings experience from senior roles at companies like Meta and Instacart. But she does not have any traditional gaming industry experience. Again, this seems like once again an ideal to make sure that not only just Xbox, but Windows and their cloud servers and anything else moving forward all align with artificial intelligence. And because of the direction that they want to make sure they align it, they feel like they want to make sure she's put into that situation as well. So again, Matt Booty, longtime leader in Xbox Game Studios, has also been promoted as a vice president and chief content officer, reporting to Sharma. This gives experience gaming leadership and sets next to Sharma's production and AI background. So that the idea is that they're going to pair Matt Booty in order to hopefully guide her while they're making the
Mm.
next transition through Xbox within the next couple of years. So
Uh, I don't know, because again, this is a topic that I'm really not. I don't care too much about, because again, I'm not big into the whole Xbox brand. I
it's
mean,
fair.
obviously, like a few, obviously, there's a handful of games that's tailored to the Xbox brand that I enjoy. Like recently, Hi-Fi Rush.
Mhm.
I'm glad that that game stuck around long enough to be able to have the development staff get scooped up so they can work on a sequel. But other than that, I mean, there's really nothing from the Xbox brand that I could really care about. So whatever they plan to do is not really that of concern to me. Unfortunately, I mean, I wish I could say something more like in depth and more insightful, but I really don't have much. And this this Asha Sharma lady doesn't really inspire confidence in me that they're going to really bring out like good gaming quality gaming. Cause, I mean, to be honest, she doesn't look like a gamer.
Well, yeah, but they did say that she has no gaming experience. She's again, she comes from the
I mean, you could.
company from Meta and Instacart.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I'm not, and that's not important. Not really the thing. When I mean she's not a gamer, I'm saying she
She doesn't
generally
look like a
just
person
look
that
like
actually
she
plays
actually
games.
plays games. Like you could be a person that works for all these different companies and yada yada yada. But if you play games on your downtime, then yeah, that's all that I truly think it needs to be a prerequisite, is that you need to play these games to understand the market. It's just
It's fair.
like, and I really don't understand why companies keep pushing people who have no interest in these fields into these positions of power. I mean, freaking like Reggie Fils-Aimé didn't have that background, but even he was a bit more of a gamer than a lot of these people. It's just like,
Yeah, even though you put into position, you hope that they sit down and are able to kind of build that. Hopefully, she builds an interest within the space that
mm-hmm.
she's going to be leading now, because you are leading a big billion-dollar company. Xbox, whatever you feel like where Xbox is between the acquisition of Activision has not been great. The recent speculation moves of raising the price of Game Pass has not been wonderful. You've been cutting a ton of very good games and really good studios in this quest for AI position dominance. So yeah, I think right now within the shakeup, if you're an Xbox fan, there is a lot of big concern right now with everything that's naturally happening
Mm.
right now. And yeah, people do with the constant news of artificial intelligence breathing down everybody's neck, when you hear a move like this, it just like you said, it continues to bring even more doubt if Xbox is going in a better, respectable direction of their
Mm-hmm.
gaming within the next 5 or 10 years. People just want to be able to have really good games, and most importantly, want to see exclusive games be strong again. Halo has it felt very important in over the last couple of years, especially what they've done with Infinite. I know they're bringing about a Fable game though, but it's
The
like it.
Fable game, I have no faith in because it's done by people who've never made an action game before. Playground games,
Okay,
the Horizon, the guys that make the Horizon driving game. That's the one. That's the people you want to make your, you know, a reboot of a very legendary action RPG series.
because you probably got rid of a really good studio that was actually known for making action games, but you got rid of it to consolidate. Now you're throwing an IP to a bunch of developers that've never done that before.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, that is again, all these decisions that they're making have been just one concern after another concern after another concern. So when you hear a big move like this of Phil Simmer finally leaving, yeah, you have some pause. And again, this is my speculation. It wouldn't shock me if there was a lot of argument and discussions in the background between the vision of where Xbox wanted to go. I could see that, Phil. Again, there's a lot of ways that you could see it. Again, as a company, like you said, they have the right to make their decisions and moves. But you can also see that maybe Phil was probably frustrated in some form of ways and trying to
Oh,
make you get Xbox back to where they want to go
yeah.
at the moment. So this is kind of the out course they wanted to go. Again, I'm not really hearing. This is my speculation. I haven't really heard any news about it. I'm in hearing an interesting news about Sarah Bond's vision of that, and I'll get to that in a couple of minutes. But just to focus with Phil, yeah, I think that maybe at some point there was um, just a major disagreement between him and the shareholders and where the Xbox should be moving forward. So I think in this way, all of a sudden to kind of make this big announcement, kind of on a Friday, which honestly, when you make an announcement like this, usually they consider Friday a dump day because no one's paying attention to the news. So
Yeah,
to happen
it's
this over the weekend, that's bad. That's
yeah,
really
it's
concerning
just
to
a
have that
Friday.
done
Yeah.
over the weekend. So,
Yep.
um, so yeah, I think that was that. I think based on that, that ceremony sounds like he was pushed out.
Yep. Yeah. I just I don't know. I really don't know, man.
No, I totally
Because when
understand.
it comes to that, I mean, I'll keep my like obviously I'll keep my eye on what happens, but I'm not really gonna hold my breath for the Xbox brand. It just feels like they just don't know what to do, and I feel like they just want to like get out of gaming or something because it's just. I feel like the Xbox brand has been they would want to dump off that Xbox brand and just become like Microsoft Gaming or something because it just like it doesn't feel like there's a reason to even have the brand anymore. To be kind of honest with you.
Well, there was a lot of big issue with that, and I think that kind of goes into much between under what Sarah Bond has significant accomplishments, and one of those internal reports they were saying that she was tough to work with um, during the behind the scenes. One of the bigger issues was that this is an Xbox campaign, which de-emphasized the physical console in favor for position of Xbox as a platform across the devices, which importantly just didn't sit well with the people that they were working with at the moment. And then I think there was just a lot of brand confusion, like you said, that what you're saying in terms of how Xbox has felt less important as a system because now every game can be on PC. Gamer Pass has kind of opened everything up to be everywhere now on PC, on PlayStation, and on other competitors. So at the moment, it's like, what's the point of actually owning an Xbox at this moment if all the exclusives that you're trying to keep are you can get everywhere else, and
Mm-hmm.
clearly are performing much better on other systems than your actual console. So there were so there were a lot of problems in terms of the conflict, the messaging, and what was being presented. Well, clearly it's being shown because you could see that Xbox has been struggling as a console against the other competitors at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So again, both got ceremoniously kicked out. So it wouldn't make sense that you wouldn't want to keep Bond as the leader, as to replace Phil, because again, both of their ideals would align and wouldn't align with Microsoft. So it makes sense for both of them to leave and bring in new heads that align with the new vision of what Microsoft and what they want to do with Xbox.
Yeah, I guess. I guess so. Uh, I mean, good luck to them if it plays out. I mean, again, if all this AI stuff won't mean anything if it doesn't result in good games. So it's just like, and
All right. So I know you're not big into this, and I know you really haven't focused, but just simply that, out of what positive can you, what would you hope? What would you hope? I know it's not realistic, but what would you hope with this shakeup that what would lead to? Hopefully, the idea of building good games again.
yeah, that's all it comes down to. Like what really I could say with this. This if you're gonna in the business of making games, you should, like, work on good games. But it's just like and their quality of their games have been just like hit and miss. Like it's just like for every like good like game that they release like weird games like Halo Infinite and and stuff like that. And it's just like they need to obviously they need to focus on the old demographic. Like one would hope they would go back to the Xbox 360 days. I would love them to go back to the Xbox 360 days, or even just the Xbox One days. No, well, the for OG Xbox, not
yeah.
Xbox
Yeah.
One Xbox, not the Xbox One Xbox.
Yeah, that was terrible marketing and branding.
Yeah, but the Xbox 360 days, I genuinely feel like that was the strongest that the Xbox brand was at the time, and I would hope they would go back to those days, but it doesn't seem like they have any real interest in ever like trying to reach that market again. They want to make gaming for everyone, and that what that leads to. It's just like, yeah, that's all I can hope for.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it makes sense to keep it exclusive the way that it is right now?
It doesn't make sense, but it's too late to backtrack now. I would say, like, they've already gone all in on multi-platform gaming, so it's not like it would make much of a difference if them to go back. Okay, we're gonna start making games exclusive to our console / Windows Store again. Like they're already too deep, so it's like they can't go back.
Okay.
And that's really it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? But big shakeup for sure right now on Xbox. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So what do you think about this news? Are you happy that Phil Spencer is retiring? Or you want him back? Are you okay with Sarah Bond getting out, or this new Asha Sharma woman? Are you okay with her? Let us know. If you like what we do here, please rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mike with Isaac, and we are saying peace.